Scorpio. This is an eclipse reading for January 2019. Let's see where your energy is. Scorpio, looking like you have given something up, but are still looking ahead toward the future. But perhaps an idea that you were holding on to is starting to slip away. Pardon me. You may be looking to, if you are a younger person, you may be looking toward your parents for some extra finance. You may be moving back in with them. You may be coming from college, moving back in with them. You may be coming out of a divorce, moving back in with them. You may have had an idea that you were going to start some kind of a business or a venture. You were hoping to come in victorious out of this venture. With them, and I think it's hurting your pride a great deal having to come to them and ask for their assistance, ask for their money. In this instance, we see the Chariot, but in this instance, I believe the Chariot is talking about not really going anywhere, sort of having a car with no wheels, so to speak. The Emperor talking about someone older. Again, this could be a father figure. And we do see the Tower here. Again, reinforcing this idea that you had someone here, or you had a situation that didn't go well. I believe the Tower is in reverse because you do have a safety net. You do have someone to fall back on. I do see you, making an offer about being able to work hard in the home, or lending a little bit of money to the household to make your presence there more of a help than a hindrance. think you really want to enforce the idea. You're not trying to get away with anything. You really are incredibly upset about this loss of freedom. Looking like there may have been something that someone else or perhaps you did to contribute, though. It's on your mind, a little bit of guilt surrounding the what initiated this. And so I do see some guilt there about what brought this on, what brought about this failure that is keeping you up at night thinking about that. Perhaps you feel like you made the wrong choice, like you did have a good opportunity and you walked away from it. And you know you made the wrong choice. Scorpio, looking to me like you were offered several opportunities and turned them away, and that's part of the guilt that you're feeling here. You were offered good opportunities and you may have been irresponsible with them. And that's where this guilt is stemming from. And now you are really looking for some patience from the people around you. Looks like you are just really looking to turn your back entirely on this period, whatever it was. I do see some people around you that were not a good influence. Money that was perhaps poorly invested. Or money that was poorly spent. So this may have been a situation where you were either not spending your money wisely and it led you to have to move back home. This could have been gambling. It could have been just plain bad investments. So I see that there was money. Coming in, but there were also arguments surrounding money. There were some judgments that were made not in your favor. So again, if these were investments you were making, or if this was a situation where you were at college, you were spending money very frivolously, or you were losing on these investments. You were either being told that these investments were going to come back around in your favor, which did not happen. It looks like you were, again, following up with whoever this was, saying, I was promised there would be more money, I was promised. And there were a lot of arguments. About this. If this hasn't happened already around the time of the next quarter moon, this is what you're looking at. A lot of broken friendships or relationships over this matter. Money was just on your mind. You know, working hard to try to get it back, and it just was not coming. And you were threatening to cut people off, threatening to have conversations with people, and just really feel like you, in the end, were really burned by this person or this situation. So ultimately, it did not work out. Let's get some advice for you, Scorpio. On what to do with this situation. If you do have a safety net and you are going back home, I would say that first card out is the bird, the next card out is the lobster, and the next card out is the moon. The bird can talk about scandal. The lobster does talk about being in a financial pinch. The moon talks about things going in cycles. So I mean, considering the spread, I would say that let's pull one more. I would say, you know, there's a possibility that whatever you were involved in, you will make your money back eventually. The next card is the balloon, and this does talk about improving finances, which is exactly what I just mentioned. So I think you will eventually get yourself back on your feet. Let's do one more. But I think it will take time. Maybe in the next 4 months or so, you'll at least be in a place where you can recover a bit from wherever this was. Your card is the situation will improve. So I think you will be able to come out of this, Scorpio. I think it just is a matter of time. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for sitting with me.